Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you had an amazing last week. I unfortunately lost a trade, and that is completely fine. I actually feel very positive from last week. Even though last week I lost 1% on one single trade. This is the only trade I actually took in the past 2 weeks because last week I didn't take a single one. I took a sell on an EU. As you know, that's what I've been looking for, and I'll go to the chart in a couple of minutes and show exactly what I took. But I lost 1%, and I'm actually comfortable with losing that 1% because the trade I took was completely valid, and I'm very happy with it. I think that's the main thing I want to, properly focus on here, is that if you're taking trades that you don't understand why you took them or you regret them later on, then I think that's a very bad thing to have. You want to have a trade that even if you lose it, you still think that was a good trade and I'm still happy I took the sell or the buy, whatever it is. Because you think within your bias and your edge that you think you have a higher probability for that to go in your direction. And I believed I did. And many other people that are very experienced traders within my group also agreed that the trade is very valid and I should have taken it. So that's not a problem with me losing that trade. One thing I actually want to mention also is that I am feeling very happy. Even it's weird I lost, right? It's weird to lose and have a losing week and still feel happy because I know I'm progressing. I know that if I keep this up and are consistent and keep working hard, keep refreshing my knowledge and experience within the course that I'm doing, and also the edge that I have, that I will be successful. It's only a matter of time and actual dedication. The main focus is do not quit. If you're out there and you're thinking of quitting trading, do not quit. There is no reason to quit, obviously, unless you're in debt and you're going bankrupt, basically. You need to pay off that debt that you've spent on trading. Obviously, don't do that. You don't want to lose money you don't have and that you can afford to lose. But do not quit trading. You can always start over if you need to. Don't feel like this is your only option. You can go back to square one if you really need to, reinvent your entire trading system and the way you approach the markets and start all over again. The experience you have behind it will only help you speed up the process in terms of getting profitable faster. Now, with the way I trade, I can't talk a lot about on it really because the way it's taught, it is copyright held by the owners. And I've always said I completely support that because if you spend 10 years researching this methodology and spending countless hours on the charts, developing it, then you definitely do deserve to earn money from it essentially and actually have the recognition that you deserve. You know, it's not fair for people to put that much hard work into something and then someone come along and steal it and use it as their own. Okay. So I completely support that I'm not allowed to share it. I'm allowed to share bits and bobs. I've spoke to the coaches within this space and they told me what I can talk about and what I can't in certain situations. But if you're interested, their YouTube channel actually shows quite a lot more than I do show you on a weekly basis. Now, let's jump straight into the charts here. So if you guys remember, a couple weeks back, I was in a short from this position up here. See, my issue with this short, it was a good short, but I risked way too little. I didn't risk enough on it. I risked such a small amount that when I got out at 1 to 4, it didn't actually give me a lot of profit. I only risked 0.2% in this when I should have at minimum been risking 0.5. And the reason for that, I was scared to lose. I mean, it's quite surprising how quickly you can actually develop yourself and the way you perceive the market. So in only a few weeks since I've actually taken that trade, I'm approaching how much I'm risking a lot differently. And also I've made even a note here right in front of me on my computer to take action, trust yourself, you know, because you really do need to trust yourself in these situations because you can't just sit on your hands all the time and hope the market is going to come to you because it really doesn't. So this short I took the other week, it was a good short, but I should have risked more. So I should have gained a lot more from it. And because of how much I lost trying to sell it on the way up, and I risked so little when it actually went my direction, it didn't really make up for those losses I took, you know? So anyway, we got this down move here. You can see my mouse, I assume, on the screen. So you got the down move here, a fast move up, and a fast move down. Now, the short I took was down here in this area. And the reason for this is that I'm now trying to trade more of the trend, you know? So when it's trending in any direction, I'm going to try stick with it as much as I can and not try do what I was doing the previous weeks, which was doing reversals. So this is trading against the trend. And I got recommended by one of the coaches in my community to not do this until I've actually mastered trend trading in their own methodology. So this is the short I took. I took it here. My stop loss was just above this top here. And my take profit was here on the last low. So the reason I shorted this is because the structure I saw initially was here previously. I believe this was the structure. It was something similar like this. It might be incorrect. But the reason I thought this high is a protected high. And what I mean by protected high, I mean the liquidity has already been taken in the area, so it won't come back to that area if it does continue down. So if we go on the 30-minute, we can actually see what I mean by liquidity. So this top was here, it came down and it trended down basically, right? Then this impulsively came up and took this top by only a very small amount. As you can see there to the left, it took it and then it dropped sharply after taking that liquidity. So I think that liquidity here is done. And that means that area will be held in the market, right? So the structure I saw here was something similar to this. And it was moving very slowly. So when you get a fast move drop, I expect another fast down, basically. So I entered here with a pending order, stop loss above the top, take profit above the low. So it was a 2.2 risk to reward, and it didn't play out. I risked 1% on it. That's completely fine. I'm completely happy with that loss because I would still take that again if I saw that exact same situation play out. So if we now think on the 4-hour time frame, what I'm going to be looking for. Now, this could be actually becoming a bigger structure. This could be something like so. This could be done actually right now and could drop. But this could be something like so. For this move down, we might get another move down like that, right? But here's the thing. I do not want to trade. In my plan, I do not trade these corrective structures. And I'm not going to explain what these corrective structures are because I can't really. But these are the actual corrective structures I want to look for. When they actually take liquidity in certain areas, that is when I'm actually interested in basically selling the market. Because until then, it can still reach that area. And I want to make sure I sell it at a higher price. Because when you're selling it, you want to get it at the best price possible to get the best risk reward you possibly can. So yeah, going into next week here, I'm going to hopefully see this break this top. And if I see the market break into this area here, I'll be looking for my sells, okay? And I'm not just going to jump straight in the market. That is not the correct thing to do. You do not want to jump in. That is the first rule. If you watched my 4 golden rules video, you'll know of that. The first rule is do not just jump into the market. You need to have a clear plan of what you're doing and what you're looking for. So when it's in that area, I'll be monitoring the market on probably the 1-hour time frame and seeing if I can get any entries in that area. So my FTMO account is now on around 1% profit. Okay, I have basically completely reversed my entire profit on that account. So I was actually up 9% of it only probably 3 or 4 months ago. I was up to 9%, 1% off passing phase 1. And it's been spiraling down very slowly to where I am now. So I'm 1% up. And I want to take a minute because I shouldn't be scared of failing the challenge. You know, you don't want to be scared of failing a funded challenge because you can always get another one if you really want to. And that isn't the end all of your trading journey. You know, you can always start fresh, as I've said in the past. Yeah, I mean, a challenge is great if you can pass it, but it isn't realistically the end goal of trading. The end goal of trading is to have your own capital and training your own money, because you can't be relying on funded money forever, because that just isn't simply a healthy way to trade. So even if I do fail this challenge, I don't think I will. I do think I'm getting a quite good grasp on the markets now, and the next couple of weeks, I'm sure you'll see quite a turn in how I'm going to approach the markets now, right? So hopefully we can turn this around and get that profit margin up to pass this phase 1, and then yeah, I'll be on my way to getting properly funded. I mean, you got another phase after that, but I'll be on my way to getting funded after this long journey. It's been 10 months now since I've had this account. We're going to have the 1-year anniversary of my FTMO account in November. So I hope you're still around to watch that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. It's been Glaze. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll speak to you very, very soon.